so just got to the school. Let me see what else I need to bring. I'm not gonna bring this. Oh, maybe I will. I just met up with Kim, my assistant. We found like the same parking. It's so funny. We were like driving right in front of each other. We didn't even know. So found a spot because like all the spots were literally saying permit only. I'm like, I'm not getting towed. So I'm gonna start walking. This is the fit. It's my bra. Like, where is she? She's down there. But about to.
I love that. It says walking may help maintain a healthy weight.
Oh. Okay, so done at the show and now about to grab dinner. The show was so good. My design assistant actually ended up showing first, but I stayed for everyone either way. And it was just so cool, like seeing the different designers put together their ideas. And I remember that moment, like what it felt like to have something that you've been working on for almost like 9 months come down the runway and people see it. And even though it's such a short, like 3 minutes probably, it's just such a memorable time. And I'm so proud of my assistant Andre. Like, he did an amazing job. And it was just really cool. Like, I got to see some like people that I actually graduated with. Got to see some of the professors. Like, I hadn't been there in a really long time, or had been back at the school in a really long time. So it was cool to just like see everyone and to be inspired and to remember like that feeling of just like starting in your journey, starting your career, feeling accomplished, feeling unintimidated, and just going for it. And something else that really encouraged me was like people that I hadn't seen in a really long time. They've been following my journey still, which I think for sometimes I think like, oh, you know, I don't know, you just think people forget and people don't really follow along unless they're like in your face all the time. But people were like, man, or like one of my professors, actually I didn't even have a class with her, but I would always kind of just, I think my first class of the semester was like with her starting. But anyways, I had a professor tell me that I'm so proud of you, like I've been following your journey and I'm just like, I'm always talking about you. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And it's like, it's really special. Even saw some of like past intern design assistants there, and it was really good. So yeah, now I'm going to get dinner with Kim. We're at this Italian spot and we're gonna just like talk through just like stuff that we are working on for May. We're gonna talk through our the photo shoot that's happening, the campaigns that are happening over the course of summer. And there's gonna be some travel involved, so I just want to like talk through things, because since I kind of like work remote and so does she, we kind of cross paths here and there. So I'm excited to just kind of like have this dinner meeting, which I feel like meetings should be over dinner more often. And then after we meet for a little bit, I'm gonna head home and gonna hang out with my husband and also update him, and we get to have a meeting, so I feel like it's been a while for us to like update each other on everything that's going on. So yeah, but I overall had a really great night and things are looking great. Flashlight, it's giving angles. Here she is.
send you mine in a minute. I'm going to
Thank you.
enjoy it.
Alright. I am here at the park and looks like we don't have any rain, so that's awesome. And I'm just putting on my makeup. I already have my sunscreen on and my moisturizers. And this is my makeup process. I use Charlotte Tilbury. I love Charlotte Tilbury's Beautiful Radiant Skin. Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer. Yeah. Color match, amazing. It may be time for me to... This color is usually like my summer. But this summer I plan on being outside. So I may have to go a little darker, which don't mind that. And then I use this shade in Deep 13. It's just such a creamy consistency. And I love that it doesn't like... It doesn't get dry. Because like some concealers, like it doesn't matter how long I've had this concealer, it stays moist on my skin and the packaging. And I don't wear foundation even like when I'm going out. Like I really just use this concealer to spot touch because I like that natural finish and subtle glow that it gives. And I just love it. So yeah, this is the Benefit brow pencil that I'm using. And I just kind of use that to fill any sparse areas in my brows. Again, like this one's just a natural pencil. I like how fine it is because I try to draw little pen strokes with it. I'm so excited for this class today. My friend is teaching it and it's out in Kingwood, which I've never actually been out here. Kingwood is about almost like 35 or 40 minutes from my house, outside of Houston. And I'm using this brush. I just finally got new brushes and I got this Morphe brush pack, and this is like a concealer brush because before I used to just use my fingers. And then I was like, I want a brush for when my fingers aren't clean and I'm not touching my face all the time. And I feel like it just helps with the blend a little bit more. So I just kind of go where the spots are and just blend out. As you can see, like, I wish the lighting would stay put. But as you can see, it's just blending out really well. And then I just blend out the under eye by just like patting. I'm telling you, the coverage that this gives, like, yes, it's like a sheer coverage. If you like more coverage products, and probably just like another layer of this. But this is like the perfect amount of coverage it gives. This concealer just helps me, like, whenever I put it on, it just like brightens a little bit, wakes you up a little bit, and I like that. I've used so many different concealers in the past. This one, I think, consistently I've been in love with, and it reminds me of when Fenty first put out the concealer, like how that creamy that consistency was. That one, the color wasn't as of a match for me. I had a difficult time finding like the right color match, but I love the consistency of it. So this one really reminds me of it. And then I just got this e.l.f. putty blush that I use. It's in the color Bermuda. Yeah, vacation. So I just like pat and then just kind of go. I use my blush to like blend the concealer out. Again, this is like my natural, no makeup kind of vibe. And then this is what I do every single day. Like, this is my everyday makeup. Probably less than a 5-minute routine if I'm not talking. This is milk gel brow stuff I like to use. That just keeps the brows in place, shape them a little bit. And then I go in with some mascara. This mascara is from Maybelline. It's dry, so and it's like kind of tacky. That's where you want it. I don't know if it's gonna be inside or not. And that's my everyday.
Don't look it, and then pull it in right cover it right above your mask. You know?
So I'm working on this dress right now, and I'm finishing up the bodice, which is the upper body part. And I am at the stage where I'm inserting the cups, and I'm really trying to find a new method of inserting the cups or inserting the underwire so that it's secure but doesn't interfere with like the fabric since it's so delicate. And it's like I'm at the stage of the bodice in like this step where it gets a little messy, like it just gets messy, which kind of reminds me of life where there are points where it gets messy and you don't really know what's going on, and you have to really focus on your goal, focus on the point, and like ensuring the best method and technique as possible to get to that step. Because like a lot of times, especially like if you're tired, like designers know, like if you're tired and you're working on something and you see like all these different layers and threads and things, it can get very overwhelming. It can get very just like, I'm not gonna do this, I'm not doing this, and you'll just skip it or something. But it's like, it's a necessary step. There honestly is no way to get to the other side but through it. So you just have to lock in and do your best. And I feel like it's really encouraging for me. I just was thinking about the fashion show that I went to yesterday and how I was able to show up for my design assistant. And then someone on Instagram asked, like, they wanted to see my show, like footage from like my collection. And I was watching the video and I noticed that one of my bosses was there in the show. But I don't think I was actually working for him at that time. I think, yeah, because I started working with him, I think, like later that year. Yeah, his name is Steve. I started working with him later that year, which is so cool because he was so like just watching and like, oh, this is a... And I'm like, wait, he was there. So that's just so cool. Yo, this thing right here though, I'm trying to distract myself because, oof, come on, let's go. Why is this being so difficult? I think it's because the fabric is so thick. I'm just trying to turn it. who's also a business owner, and she actually owns the bridal shop, or she's the Pilates instructor that I went to this morning, who also teaches Pilates, but she owns a bridal shop. And it was just really cool. She actually just started saying how she's learning a lot in this season of her business and learning how to pivot and learning just like the necessity of learning ways to maneuver around certain occurrences that come. And I was just like, I just, let her talk and just listen. But I was also thinking to myself, girl, same. Same. Because that's exactly what I've been learning, is like pivoting, learning as a business owner how to navigate certain scenarios. And it's been a learning, like, this prompt, I've learned so much, so much. And I think it's strength. I think it is just builds on my, what do I say, like my knowledge, value going forward. Like, I think it's been great. So this is cool. It's so important to have conversations with friends and people that are doing kind of like what you're doing too, because you'll just think, oh my gosh, it's just me, I'm struggling. It's like, no, everybody's going through something. And you're probably not the first one to go through something. It's just the truth. So yeah, I am cutting the strap out. And then I move on to the skirt, I think. I still need to get the loops and stuff for the bodice set up. And then make the strap for that. For the loops for this dress, I really want it to be, excuse me.